seems a bit off, then the problem is I wrote a big section about David Bowie, but unfortunately he passed away, so I'm just going to do Alan Rickman instead. So when I first met Joe and Judith, I was at a place called Class Clowns, and they did a big gig. But that was in Edinburgh, so I had to take a baseball bat with me just in case the crowd got a bit rough. So to get there, I'm in Shawlands, and it was on a weekday, so I had to go through and I had to get a note to say I could go out of school early. Now the thing is, my dad, being my dad, phoned up and didn't give me a note to give a note, so I could get a note. But because he didn't give me a note, I then had to get a note from the office. But unfortunately, the office can't give notes. So they said, here's a note, go ask your head of year. So my head of year was like, I'm sorry, I can't give you the note. But here's a note, so you can give to your pastoral care, so you can get a note. And he was like, oh, I've not had a phone call, but by what you're saying, sounds pretty cool. Okay, here's a note, give that to the office, so you can get a note, to get a note, to get out of here. And so I was a bit annoyed, right? As soon as I'm leaving, they're like, one of my pastoral care teachers, because I'm the only person that has two, says, oh, I was looking for you all day, Adam. I've got a note for you here to get out. I says, I've had too much notes. I've got more notes than a Beethoven symphony. And as you can see, I'm not a very, I'm a nice person, but I'm just like, I can get a bit scared of things. And one thing I'm scared of is hand dryers. Because like, where does the wind come from? I mean like, what's happening there? And I used to get scared, right? Because I'm afraid I'd put my hands in, come out, and there's a little guy and he's got like a stripy jumper and glasses going, you found Wally, well done. But like, toilets, they're not good places. You don't meet someone in the toilet and go, hey, you don't have a chat. Like, last time I saw you, we were in Spain, remember that? And it's like, yeah. And it's just weird, but like, also, what if you're too loud in a toilet? Because it does happen. In the privacy of our own phones. Phones? I don't know if phones can do that nowadays. You can do toilets on, I don't know. So in the privacy of our own homes, you can be as loud as you want. You can scream, you can shout, you can play music, you can violin, you can do whatever you want on the toilets. But when you're in like a place where you know there's other people there, then it's a bit scary, isn't it? Because what do you do when you come out, because people look at you like, he was having a bit of a Trump in there, what's happening there? And then I was like, what do you do? What do you say? You don't go, oh, what type of car maneuver do you do in a cubicle? Oh, a U-bend, a bit of toilet humour for you there. Like, you just wouldn't do that. Anyway, toilets. Yeah. In Holland they have toilets. That was a good segue. So I was in Holland, right? And I didn't just go there by myself. Like, I was there with the scouts, because like in Holland they do scouting, like, and they had a big jamboree thing, which if you didn't know is where the scouts meet up and everybody hates each other, but they try to be nice for a few weeks. But like, I was there. People, they don't tell you in Holland, right? They tell you drugs are legal, but they don't tell you that they're obsessed with them, right? I swear, I was offered drugs so many times that if I took them, I'd be in more drugs than the whole of the Beatles. But like, what they're like is, they know that you're not allowed to take them, one, because you're underage, and two, because you're from Scotland. They're like, hey kids, do you want drugs? No, it was a joke, but seriously, do you want drugs? I'm still joking, but if I had drugs, you wanted drugs, you know where to come. I'm still joking, but I have drugs is what I'm trying to get across to you. And also like, in Holland, I did this weird thing where we swap badges. We're not allowed to wear them because we didn't earn them. You can take them and you get like Knights badges and all that. But like me and my friend, I'm not gonna name any names, but we were like, oh, we're not getting any badges. And so we pretended to be German. We did. And I was like, who does that? He was like, oh, right, I'm not getting anywhere, let's be German. So anyway, I've noticed I'm quite camp, but it's always nice being the second campus person in the room. I'll now introduce you to the campus person.